Okay, the PX3 concept really came from wanting to do a better job of fitting players, and have them play better when they get done with the club fitting. And I think that's where this whole process started. Jim and I had a real desire to help golfers play better. And the industry, as we looked at everything that the industry was doing, and people have been getting fit for clubs since golf started, in some form or another. And as they started working on the leverage, how the golf club felt in a player's hands, I just started working with what are the major components of the golf club. What creates that leverage? Well, there's a club head, obviously, which is the heaviest component of any golf club, and it's the furthest away from your body, your swing center. It's out on the end of that shaft. The other part is obviously the shaft and the grip. Those three components make up a golf club. And working with those components and the ratios of weight of each of those components and how they interact with the golfer is really where the PX3 concept came from. And there's considerable math involved in the back end of our software. So, our goal was to help the golfer identify these characteristics which nobody else really has been able to identify. They know they're important, but they have not been able to identify them accurately and put numbers to them, and that's what we've been able to do.
And I think we've carried it another step further with how we analyze each golfer. I mean, we take the physical measurements like everybody else, but in addition to that, we also do a grip strength test. We think it's important to understand how strong a person's hands are and forearms are, because it helps us to determine how much weight they can efficiently support on the end of that golf club. So we want to get the heaviest club head in a person's hands that he or she can efficiently and effectively swing. Understanding that if there's too much weight in the club head, which we think this is a big problem with ladies' golf equipment, the way they've built those, that a lady that's not real strong, they get the club up to the top of their golf swing, they're feeling all that head weight, all that leverage against them, and they tend to respond very negatively to that. They'll respond with their hands and their arms instead of with their core. And I think we all agree, as golf pros at least that do a lot of teaching, agree that the better players are ones that run their bodies well, not run their hands well. So certainly getting the right leverage profile for each golfer. So in addition to how do we identify those three components? It's by strength. We also look at swing characteristics, and again, things that the industry really hasn't looked at, and then pulling all those things together, and that's where that back-end math gets a lot more technical than we can certainly explain here, but then it produces the leverage profile for that golfer based on how strong they are and factoring all these different swing characteristics and physical measurements.